Okay, imagine this scenario. You walk into your home after a really long, draining day. What hits you first? Is it this wave of calm, a sense of peace just settling in?
Or is it the opposite? Does the space itself, maybe the clutter, the lighting, just feel like it's adding more stress?
Exactly. In this, crazy busy world we're in, finding moments to genuinely relax feels almost like a luxury, doesn't it?
It really does. But what if your home, your actual living space, could be that escape, your personal haven designed for calm?
That's what we're diving into today, right? How to actually transform your home into a true sanctuary, a peaceful space for calm, for mental well-being.
Precisely. We're going to unpack some really interesting insights, stuff from psychology, design ideas, like Higg will get into that, even some hard science on things like air quality.
And the goal is to show how even small, intentional changes, things you can actually do, can have a really profound impact on your health, your mind, your spirit.
Yeah, minimal effort, maximum well-being. That's the idea.
Okay, so where do we start? Let's talk about the senses. They're so primal. First up, scent, aromatherapy.
Right. Using essential oils, these natural plant extracts, it's not new. People have been doing this for centuries as a pathway to peace.
And it's more than just smelling nice, isn't it? There's actual science behind it.
Oh, absolutely. We're talking about a direct neurological impact. These natural compounds can genuinely help reduce stress hormones, ease headaches, even improve sleep quality quite significantly. But the real power, I think, comes from finding your signature fragrance. Not just grabbing any oil, but understanding the different properties, like lavender for calm, citrus for uplift, and figuring out what truly resonates with you.
Okay, that makes sense. But I can see someone listening feeling a bit overwhelmed, like, where do you even begin finding your scent without ending up with, a drawer full of tiny bottles you never touch?
Yeah.
Any common mistakes?
That's a really great point. It can be daunting. My advice, don't just buy a dozen oils randomly. Think about scent families you're naturally drawn to. Are you more earthy, like sandalwood? Or maybe bright citrus, calming florals like lavender or chamomile.
Start there.
Yeah, start there. Then maybe invest in one or two good quality oils from that family and a decent diffuser, one that, fits your space and style.
And diffusers aren't the only way, right?
Not at all. You can layer scents. Scented candles are great because they add that warm, flickering glow too. It's multi-sensory. It shifts the whole feeling of a room. Makes it feel cozier, more sophisticated maybe.
I also find room sprays super handy, for a quick burst of freshness, especially after cooking or just for an instant reset.
Totally. And the bigger picture here is integrating these into rituals, like a warm bath with a few drops of essential oil, letting your muscles really unwind.
Sounds lovely.
Or even just a simple thing like taking 5 minutes to meditate or do some deep breathing in a cozy corner that smells calming. It can make a huge difference to your day.
That sounds incredibly restorative.
Yeah.
But we should add a quick safety note, shouldn't we? Essential oils are powerful.
Crucial point, yes. Always dilute essential oils with a carrier oil like jojoba or almond oil if you're putting them on your skin. And do a patch test first. Check for any reactions. They have different properties. Some can be irritating. Better safe than sorry.
Definitely. Okay, so from scent, let's move to sight. Lighting. Especially natural light.
Yes, daylight is fundamental. It's like this master clock for our bodies, our circadian rhythms, keeps us alert during the day, helps us sleep at night, and the lack of it. Well, studies consistently link low natural light to higher rates of depression, including SAD, seasonal affective disorder.
I read something fascinating from Denmark, actually, that just a couple of hours of daylight exposure can significantly lower depression risk. And homes with lots of natural light, people living there report higher happiness scores, like above 7 out of 10. It sounds almost too simple, but cleaning your windows regularly, it's not just about looks. You're literally removing barriers to that natural energy source. Dust, streaks, they dim the light that cues our bodies. It's a small act with a potentially big payoff for mood and sleep.
And thinking bigger picture, architecturally speaking, even ancient architects like Vitruvius knew this. He had recommendations for room lengths based on window height to make sure light spread properly.
Really? Like what?
Well, for instance, if your windows are, say, 3 feet tall, he suggested the room shouldn't be much longer than 12, maybe 15 feet to keep it well lit. So thinking about window placement, size, even skylights, it all makes a difference.
It's not just about maximizing the daylight you do have, though. It's also about the artificial light, right?
Yeah.
Avoiding those harsh overheads.
Absolutely. Harsh, bright light everywhere can feel really jarring, almost clinical. Instead, think about creating softer pools or islands of light, mood lighting, warm, cozy glows that match the feeling you want in that room. lamps, dimmer switches.
Makes sense.
There's this amazing real-world example from Rjukan in Norway. It's a town in a deep valley, gets very little sun for months.
Oh, I think I've heard of this.
Yeah. So residents really felt the impact. An artist came up with this idea: giant mirrors, heliostats on the mountainside to reflect sunlight down into the town square.
Wow. Did it work?
It did. It created this bright communal space during the dark months, boosted spirits, got people interacting more. It just underlines how vital light is for us.
Speaking of cozy feelings and community,
Yeah.
that leads us nicely into Hygge.
Ah, Hygge, yes. It's more than just a cozy blanket trend, isn't it?
Definitely. It's this core Danish cultural value.
Yeah.
It's about finding happiness in simple things, connecting with people, the atmosphere, less about stuff.
And it taps into something fundamental: how our home environment affects our mental health. Good design, thoughtful spaces, they genuinely increase happiness. There's that great quote.
We shape our buildings, and afterwards our buildings shape us.
Exactly. It pushes us to be intentional. Look around your space. How does it make you feel? How can you tweak it to support the way you want to live, the person you want to be?
So how do we actually do Hygge? Make it tangible. It starts with comfort, right? Soft things.
Yeah, plush textiles, cushions, blankets, things that make you want to curl up and relax. But Hygge is also about how you feel in this space. And interestingly, that feeling of well-being is often more connected to feeling like you have enough space rather than the actual square footage.
Which brings us to decluttering, the big one.
The big one indeed, because that feeling of spaciousness, it's often more important for happiness at home than how many square meters you have. And decluttering is key to achieving that feeling.
It's not just about the physical mess, though, is it? It's the mental load.
Precisely. Clutter isn't just visual noise. Each item you see that's out of place, that doesn't have a home, it's like an unresolved decision demanding a tiny bit of your brain power. It leads to decision fatigue, saps your mental energy.
So it's less about perfect tidiness, more about freeing up your mind.
Exactly. Reclaiming mental freedom from that constant low-level visual distraction and nagging to-do list that clutter represents.
That whole cycle, the clutter, the overwhelm, the feeling stuck, I think that resonates with a lot of people listening. It feels huge.
Yeah.
So what's like one tiny, almost ridiculously small first step someone could take this week just to get some momentum?
That's the key. Momentum, not perfection. Start really small. One drawer,
Yep.
one shelf, one pile of papers, just one thing. Set a timer for 15 minutes if you need to.
Okay.
And don't be afraid to ask for help. A friend, family member, even a professional organizer if you're really stuck. Sometimes just having someone else there makes it easier.
What about sentimental stuff? That's often the hardest.
It really is. If letting go feels like losing a memory, try taking a photo of the item. You keep the memory, but release the physical object. And the most crucial part, once you decide something goes, get it out of the house quickly. Donate it, bin it, give it away, whatever the plan is, execute it. Don't let it become a new pile somewhere else.
Good point. Okay, so beyond decluttering, our home should also reflect who we are, right? Our identity.
Yes. It should feel authentically you. Thoughtful design can actually nudge you towards being the person you want to be, support good habits. And speaking of nurturing the mind, books.
Ah, yes, the power of books.
There's research showing a link between the number of books in a home and kids' future literacy and engagement. It's like background nourishment for the brain.
And that connects to bibliotherapy.
Exactly. Using books to help people process their own issues by connecting with characters facing similar struggles. It shows the healing power of stories, how they combat loneliness, like William Sieghardt's poetry pharmacy poems match to specific feelings, reminding you you're not alone in what you experience.
Love that. Another big challenge for many now is work-life balance, when home is the office.
Huge one. Creating separation is key. Even if it's just a visual barrier, a screen, a curtain, or furniture that folds away, it's about signaling to your brain, work time is over, now it's relaxation time.
And actually scheduling breaks. Getting comfy furniture for the workspace.
Essential. Treat your home workspace with the same ergonomic care you'd expect in an office. Prevent burnout. Protect your body.
Okay, shifting gears slightly. Fostering connections within the home. Family meals came up.
Yes, such a fundamental ritual. The research is clear. Regular family meals link to better academic performance for kids, better mental health, stronger family bonds. The kitchen often becomes the social hub.
And making them more engaging. You mentioned things like preparing food together.
Yeah, like serving something interactive, prepping artichokes, making your own spring rolls. It turns dinner from just eating into a shared activity, builds memories.
And creating an inclusive atmosphere, the vacant chair idea.
Right, always leaving space for a newcomer, physically and metaphorically. And using round tables, they're inherently more egalitarian. No head of the table, encourages eye contact, deeper conversation.
For those deeper conversations, it's about creating the right space for them.
Absolutely. Maybe use conversation starter cards sometimes. Be willing to be vulnerable yourself. Share struggles that gives others permission to do the same. And importantly, don't be afraid of silence. Sometimes connection deepens in quiet reflection together.
It all comes back to the environment shaping us.
Yeah.
Even beyond our own walls, right? Like neighborhood design.
Definitely. Things like shared gardens, cul-de-sacs that encourage interaction, they build community happiness. It's about designing for connection on multiple levels.
Okay, let's bring nature inside now. Nature's embrace. First, plants as air purifiers. The green clean.
Yes, the NASA research is pretty well known now. Common houseplants can actually absorb airborne pollutants, things like formaldehyde, benzene, xylene, often found in homes, stuff that contributes to sick building syndrome.
And NASA thought they were so effective they might use them in space.
That's right. As part of biological life support systems on future space stations, they target VOC's volatile organic compounds, those chemicals off-gassing from furniture, paints, cleaning products.
So what are some good, easy ones for people to try?
Well, the spider plant is great. Tackles formaldehyde and xylene, super easy to care for. Snake plant almost thrives on neglect, handles a wide range of VOCs. Peace lily is good too, likes indirect light. Aloe vera for formaldehyde and benzene. Golden pothos, very forgiving, removes several pollutants.
Lots of options.
Yeah.
And it's not just about cleaner air, is it? Plants do more.
Oh, totally. Aesthetically, they're beautiful. Psychologically, studies show they reduce stress, improve mood. They even help regulate humidity. Just having greenery around feels good.
But how do they stack up against, say, an electric air purifier? Are plants enough?
That's a really important question. Plants are great natural filters, energy efficient, cost effective, but they do have limitations, especially with really high pollutant levels or very fine particles.
Right.
Air purifiers, especially those with HEPA filters, are designed to capture tiny particles, dust, pollen, pet dander. And activated carbon filters trap odors and those VOCs very effectively. They can remove up to 99.97% of airborne particles. Much more efficient for certain things.
So maybe it's not an either-or situation.
Exactly. The ideal approach is often both. Use plants for their natural benefits, the aesthetic boost, the humidity, that connection to nature, and supplement with an air purifier for really efficient removal, especially if you have allergies, sensitivities, or live in an area with poorer air quality. Best of both worlds.
Makes sense. Okay, finally, let's talk food and joy. Madglade.
Yes, Madglade. It's this lovely Danish concept, finding joy not just in eating the food for fuel, but in the whole process, the cooking, the sharing.
Homemade cooking is an act of love.
It really is. There's a sense of accomplishment, satisfaction. It can be meditative, creative. It explains why the kitchen is so often the heart of the home where people gather.
Bringing nature into that process, growing your own food.
Yes. So many people express that desire for a garden. Even small-scale indoor growing herbs on a windowsill, maybe some simple veggies, fosters this incredible sense of peace, self-sufficiency, connection to nature. It's very therapeutic.
And it ties into mindful consumption too, right? Reducing waste.
Absolutely. Simple things like having a use me soon shelf or retirement shelf, as you called it, in the fridge, or having a few go-to catch-all recipes for using up leftovers, turning potential waste into something delicious.
It comes back to that Hig idea, doesn't it? The joy is in the connection, the experience, not just the stuff.
Precisely. The laughter around the table, the shared moments preparing food, that's what makes a house a happy home, far more than expensive furniture.
Wow. Okay. We've covered a lot. So pulling it all together, the key takeaways.
I think the main thing is that creating your home sanctuary isn't about massive renovations or spending loads of money. It's about small, intentional choices.
Right. Engaging your senses, calming scents, good light.
Nurturing connection through how you design and use your space. Embracing simplicity by, yes, decluttering.
Bringing nature in with plants, maybe even growing a little food. Enjoying the process of cooking and sharing.
It's really about designing a space that meets all your needs. From basic safety right up to helping you feel like your best self, supporting your well-being.
In a world that's always pulling us in a million directions, demanding so much, your home can be your anchor. That safe harbor you return to.
A place that genuinely nourishes you, mind, body, and soul.
So the question for everyone listening is, what's one small, intentional change you could make, maybe even today, to start transforming your space into more of a sanctuary for your soul?
We hope this deep dive has given you some inspiration, some practical ideas to cultivate a more peaceful, well-being focused home.
Join us next time for another deep dive.